Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, another stream, and I'm hoping as always that this is working, but it should be working. Right? That's
hey guys,
oh yes, it's working. I can hear myself. Oh my god, that was.
And I'm hoping as always
Uh-oh.
that this is working.
Okay, see, I'm just getting used to doing the live stream and all that stuff. So let me just turn the camera on to introduce you guys to the video properly, to the stream. Actually, this is a stream. And I can see, I think the camera is a little bit, no, that's not good either. Come on. Oh, that's not gonna. Yeah, we'll come back to Swiss001 Live, and this is not properly, it doesn't matter really. Today, as you can see, we are in the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 to do another flight. As always, pretty much, we are here in the snowy Scandinavia, to put it simply, in our A320, which is a plane that's maybe a little too large for these airports here, but that's a whole other story. We're here, and that's good. Now, the problem that we do have about this flight is that we have to properly start up this plane, of course, before we go flying, indeed. That's going to be a little bit of an issue, and I might want to fix the camera actually now, because it really annoys me that's like not properly. Come on. Or is that better? Well, barely. Okay, whatever. It doesn't really matter. We're back in the simulator in our A320, and well, this is our route today. A little bit of a short flight again, a little bit of island hopping, I guess. We're gonna fly from this airport on this quite small island actually to another place here that's actually a little bit of mainland Norway. I mean, it's not particularly mainland, it's all islands here pretty much up in the north, but this is Svolvær Airport, I think, an airport that we have talked before in another video. These airports here all have short runways. What's up, Commandante Raphael? How's everyone doing? Yeah, so we're going to be flying to this place. Pretty short runway, 2,800 feet, which is barely 1,000 meters. Actually, this airport has pretty much the same runway length. Could be a little bit of an issue with our A320, but you have to consider, I think there are actual airlines flying to all of these places here, because obviously that's a more efficient way to connect all these little islands and fjords or whatever with each other. And yeah, we're looking good here on this live, aren't we not? I hope it's all working out. Okay. Now, I think we can just, focus on getting this plane started in the first place, and let's hope that this all works. Yeah. Yeah. It's actually like my 5th stream now, I think, but still, I'm not like super used to all of this. But let me just get this plane, or try to at least get this plane started. I hope that we have in-game sound here. Yep, we do have in-game sound, and you are hearing it as well. So technically everything is good. Let's get this plane started before we talk anything else, which is going to be an interesting thing, because I've never even started an A320. Never really flown it. I think, here's the battery switches, right? Don't help me out, guys, in the chat. Don't help me out. Let me figure this out on my own to start this plane. After all, most planes are kind of the same. If you're able to fly one plane, then mostly you're going to be able to fly another. So let's just go ahead. And where's the APU? Alright, I'm already starting to get issues here. Where's the APU? I need to find that, of course. Okay. APU, I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. Start. Turn on APU. Master switch. On. Can we hear an APU turning on? There's no APU sound. This is probably not working. Is it laggy for you guys? It shouldn't be laggy, actually. It should be totally working. Because I have very good connection, very stable connection as well. So let me know if it's lagging. I don't think it is. Alright. APU bleed. Yep. Of course. I would have totally done that. Okay. APU generator. That's on. We can hear things turning on, and I think our Yes, our displays have turned on as well. Our primary flight, our secondary flight display. I don't know, our MCD. I have no idea what this plane really is. But let's just get this plane started. And what it means by started is starting the engine. Let me just put this to ignition start. And then turn on the engine 2 master. And I think sooner or later we will see this thing turning on, which it is. See, starting a jet engine is a lot more simpler actually than starting somewhat of a Cessna engine, because that, you know, the jet engine at least has, like, you know, electrical. I think I've talked about this before, but electrical starters, right? Which the Cessna engine does not have, right? You have to do it all with your hands, all the mixture, and try to get it going. You see, I had a lot of trouble starting the Cirrus yesterday, the Cirrus SR22. Well, a lot more trouble than here. I did it on the third try. Here, I don't have to do 3,000 tries, but only one. Okay, I think our engine 2 is it turned on? And we're starting it a little close to the building here, but that's another story. We don't care about getting actual pushback. And our engine is actually, well, it's somewhat working, I guess. And we're not going to use a pushback truck, because that is only for the losers. We are, of course, going to push back with the reverse thrust. And that was a stroke. Okay, let's put the reverse thrust here and see if that's already working. Which it isn't. Okay, that did not happen. Let's make sure, yeah, the parking brake is set. Plane won't turn on just yet, but don't help me out, guys. I'm gonna find it out how to get this plane properly flying. Do I have to, like, press something else? I have no idea how to get this plane properly started. Fuel pumps? Sure. APU bleed is on, by the way. I think. I guess. Engine 1 bleed? No, that's turned on. See, I have no idea how to fly this plane. Let's turn on the anti-ice, because I think you can see there's ice out there. Maybe that's a good thing. Probe heat as well. Maybe, yeah, we should have turned that on when we're actually taking off, but that's another story. Hot air? No. External power? No. Engine pump. Where can I find the engine pump? An engine pump? What is that even? Oh, yeah. Maybe that's what we're looking for? See, with Airbus, it's really simple, because you just have to turn everything that says off, we have to turn that on. You know what I mean? Because this one just said off, and we can set it on, and then everything works. And I think you actually helped me out with that. Engine pump, that's the solution. Everybody, I was looking for it. You know, I thought it was like here, maybe. With the Bombardier planes I've been flying a lot. But no, we have it on the overhead panel, of course. We have found that, and I think our engine has properly started. Let's just do a toga test. Yes. Speed and power, and this person that's standing here is probably about to be sucked in or something. Alright then, perfect. Okay, welcome back to Swiss Scissor 1. And what is that car doing? I don't know. Okay, we are back with what am I even saying? Okay, let's go ahead then and see what else we can turn on. What's, like, check out the plane. Well, most of these buttons and switches that we have here in this plane that it could be interesting, like the what is it? The ditch mode, for example. These do not work. These are all inoperative, whatever. So that doesn't work. I mean, this is really not particularly such a detailed plane, but that's another story. Okay, then. Let's go ahead and, well, just reverse thrust out of here, because this is actually going very well. We have managed to, within just a few minutes, we have been streaming for 11 minutes. Just a few minutes to start off an A320 without any help. Without any help, for sure. Let's go ahead and reverse thrust out of here. Oh yeah, we might want to unset the parking brake, because that is probably a good idea. Let's, there we go. Here's the parking brake. Okay, we're rolling. Alright, perfect. We're not rolling as much as I'd hoped. Come on. I'm going full power on the reverse shots. I'm kind of like nervous about this plane's stopping performance now. All right. Okay, everybody. We're good, I guess. Come on. I think we can already unset the reverse thrust and just go for a full toga. There we go. Now we have ground control of this plane, and there's, of course, a stream sniper already. It hasn't taken a long time, has it? All right. Now the question is, what is the weather now? What is the winds? Because we cannot find that out here in the MCDU here in this flight simulator. I guess winds are calm, so let's just use any runway. What's up, Infinite Flight stuff? SH, love your videos. Thank you so much for the support. And we are inside of a building now. That's not gone well. What's up, Devon Thomas? Can you do JFK to Atlanta? That would be like a little bit of a longer stream. We could do that. I wanted to like visit the world in the streams. You know, first we have Europe, Nepal, Switzerland. What's up, Ahmed Arain? I hope Ahmed Arain something. First, I want to visit the Nepal and we have Europe and all of that stuff, right? And then I want to go to the US and fly to places like Aspen. Florida is obviously good. Like, you know, of course. And yeah, I want to do all this stuff. Are the donations showing up on the stream? I don't think they are, okay, I think, no, never mind. It's turned on. It should work perfectly fine. And we are having a little bit of a laggy situation right now, but it's back. I don't know. Streaming from mobile sucks a little bit, actually. Nah, lag. Okay. It shouldn't be lagging, actually. It should be... Okay, never mind. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna switch Wi-Fi for a sec. Switch to Wi-Fi for a second. This is unfortunately now. Alright, everybody, we are back in the live stream, and I am sorry for the delays and all that stuff, for the internet problems, but I hope the connection is now stable. But as I've already said, we have a lot of stream snipers here now. Okay, it's back. I hope it's back for everyone as well. I just had to switch to Wi-Fi. You know, we're always having like connection troubles and problems on this channel, but I think it should be back now. It is back. Oh no. Why does internet suck so much in Germany? I'm so sorry. This is so ironic that we're flying here in Scandinavia, which has proper internet. Now, I've been to Scandinavia a lot of times, and they're always good. What's up, the game? United forever in friendship and labor. What is that again? Of course I know that. Oh. Now the nations are actually working. That's good. Perfect. Alright, nice. Let's go ahead then and taxi, and our stream is now stable. I am very, very glad that that's the thing now. Alright then, as I've already said, we have a lot of stream snipers here at our airport, which is not good. And actually, this airport is so tiny that this plane barely fits on the taxiways, right? Okay. And there's a CJ4 that's just landed into us. And we're probably going to get a lot of escorts here in our stream. Now, this is multiplayer. That's what happens when you go to multiplayer, I guess. But that's another story. Let's just go ahead and focus on getting our plane out of here. Because we want to take off eventually. It's been, I don't know how long it's been, like 20 minutes now? So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. The thing is, again, The runway is apparently a little bit slippery, a little icy, because it's cold up here. Come on. Full power. So it's pretty hard doing like a 180-degree turn, right? I guess we're gonna have to slew mode that again. All right. All right. We do not need to use cheats ever, of course, on this channel. And well, what we now care about is actually getting our plane off into the air. And I'm scared about actually landing this plane because, you know, our destination airport even has a shorter runway than this one, I think. So this will be interesting. Let's go ahead. Set the flaps properly. Set the spoilers properly as well. And I think we are off to a good start. Let's just go ahead and go for a full toga takeoff here in this A320 that I barely know how to fly, but I was able to start this plane, which I mean, thanks to the help of you guys, but that's still another story. Let's go ahead and get off. This is really not a long runway there. Okay, but we're able to take off, pretty sure. 100 knots. We need 120 for rotation. Let's go ahead and rotate. Alright, that's barely worked. Oh, Jesus Christ. We almost totally overran this runway here. That almost did not work at all, but that's one of the story. Alright then. We have taken off, actually, and there's an A320 here as well. That's coming against us, but he's not crashing into us. That's good. Alright, perfect then. Let's put up the gear, let's put up the flaps, and we're off to a good cruise. Let's just actually go a little off course. Someone's donated again. What's up? The game. Oh yeah. What's up? He's donated. That's nice. The game, it would not be a Swiss Desert 1 stream unless we crash for some ridiculous reason. I have not crashed. I mean, I have an AI control of the planes previously, and AI has crashed the plane before. Well, a lot of times actually. Okay, we might be a little fast. What's up? Lego dude? Oh, here it shows up. Purple Cat Lego dude. In your song Butter, is that you saying butter? No, I took it from an advertisement about butter. That's actually an interesting question, because it had the song Butter that I do have goes like this: 150, 40, 30, 20, 10 butter. And the butter I did not actually voice. It was I just probably illegally sampled it from an ad. Well, it's not illegal. I think you are allowed to sample that, and you know, I edited it this much that you can barely able to tell what it was even from. But it's from a butter ad. Isn't that interesting information? As always, here you learn something on the Swiss Desert 1 stream. But while we're at it, let's go ahead and try to use the A320 autopilot. Something that's a mystery to me. Honestly, that's like, oh no, what the hell is it doing? Because I don't know how to set it properly. Like, there are not enough switches to properly set the heading and heading track. Oh, that's the heading. Okay. Alright, what's our current heading? We cannot set it to the current heading. Okay, 3... See, I'm a little confused here, but I've got the spirit. All right then. Selected altitude. Let's go ahead and select like 4,000 feet. Come on. How do I turn on that the plane's gonna fly at an altitude? How do I turn that on? Is that now turned on? Okay, we're flying into clouds, even though I'm kind of flying VFR. That is not good. Let's go ahead and set the heading properly. And we're going very fast. You might want to play with the rules. Alright then. Turn flight director on. That maybe is a good idea. What is that? Show ILS info. We don't have ILS here in any way. Okay. Autopilot 1 is turned on. Let's go ahead and descend to a little bit of a lower altitude, because I don't want to fly here through the clouds. That's a little bit of an uncomfortable situation when you're flying VFR. Alright. We're perfectly flying. And is the stream is it laggy for you guys? Just let me... I can easily fix it, because I know the reason if it lags. What plane is that? An A320 again? Or is that an A330? That is an A330. What is that? Jamas YT? I guess that's an A330. But that's not even properly implemented into the flight simulator, is it? Okay, is it laggy again? It shouldn't be laggy. I don't see it.
That's not even properly.
I don't see it here. It's not lag, is it? It's not lag. You guys are playing, aren't you? I can see it's totally perfect. I can see. Oh, yeah, I can see it here. It's a little. You guys. All right, let's go ahead and. But I want the plane to descend properly. I have no idea how the autopilot works. Genuinely. Okay, whatever. So, there's someone flying inverted. That's inverted flight. We have a 747. These are some stream snipers. I'm not quite sure. Should I keep playing in multiplayer? Because this may or may not be annoying. What's up, Aviation 29? It lags a little, but now it is fine. Yeah, I'm sorry. My internet is, you know. All right. See, my internet is a little a piece of shit. Honest. I'm not allowed to say that word here, is it? Not. I'm having the stroke here again, and I don't like it. All right then. I don't think flight director was the right choice, right? Because I want to like use the autopilot myself. I don't want it to follow the flight plan because it sucks. All right then. Let's go ahead and. Oh wow, that's an interesting VOR name. Sad VOR. That's sad. And we've got some interesting mountains here. What's up, Danny McRunner? Do you feel more German or Swiss? I feel a little bit more German. I mean, I don't speak with the Swiss dialect, but I have like the two passports, right? So I don't know. It's a two-sided thing, right? Okay, let's go ahead and descend indeed a little bit. We don't want to crash into any mountains because these mountains are, as you can tell, they are a little high. But let's just descend a little bit anyway. All right then, perfect. Okay, now we've got a lot of stream snipers here indeed. Jesus Christ. What are you all doing? A lot of Cessna longitudes, I guess. And a lot more planes. Jesus. What is this, guys? Alright. What's up, JJ Oakwood Adventures? Hey, man, love your videos. I'm a huge fan. Thank you so much. For £2. England. Now, we have not seen any Swedish crowns or anything just yet, or any I think that we're flying in Norway, right? What currency do they have? Norwegian crowns? What's up? Oh god. 50 PHP. What's up, Cebu 516. This is about 1 US. Alright. Alright, we've got Alex Spotter right in front of us. Welcome, Alex Spotter. Okay, we have SAD again. And there's another airport. Maybe we can... Should we go ahead and do a little bit of a touch and go at that airport? I kind of feel like it, because, you know, we have to use the chance. We have another airport here. Let's just go ahead and fly to that airport here, real quick. ENLK, whatever that name is, probably some weird name. You know, Norway has some interesting names indeed. Let's go ahead then and disengage our autopilot. Let's hand fly the plane. There we go, and we're flying at a super fast speed. Jesus Christ, 320 knots at an altitude of 390. We don't want that. Stop infinite flight stuff. Canadian dollars. I'm gonna fly to Canada indeed. I have already seen. I've already said. You know, I'm traveling the world here in the flight simulator at the moment in the streams every day. And well, I'm definitely gonna go to U.S. and Canada soon. You know, we already have gone. We went to Jesus Christ, I'm having a stroke. We went to, where did we go? We have already gone to, what's up? We have 10 Norwegian crowns. But we have already visited, you know, Asia with Nepal, you know, and, well, Norway and Europe and all that stuff. But U.S. is also on the list, and I'm kind of concentrating on flying right now. I think, where's the runway? It's like a big challenge of being a pilot, finding runways, and I think I have already found it. See, we can see those white lights there. These are some runway lights. Very important here in the north, because obviously in summer you have no lighting up here, up here. Yeah, that's how compass works. So yeah, let's go ahead and put the flaps down, because we're already approaching a speed that needs flaps, I guess, because this plane is not properly flying at the moment. Alright then. Let's make sure that this all works. Still, let's go ahead and get the landing gear down, and also the landing light. We have not turned any of that on, actually, for this flight. Seatbelt sign, could be good. Beacon, strobe. Canadian, what's up? SD, what's that name? SD04DA or something? Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead. Now, our runway is ahead. We're flying at a good speed to land. Again, we're only coming in for a nice touch and go. So, let's hope that this all works. Oh, we have Danish crowns. What's up, Phil7117? The whole Scandinavia is coming here, apparently, even here in the flights. What's that A330 doing? Okay, the thing is here, actually, where it's so cold and there's so much snow here, apparently, that the runway is actually covered with snow here as well, which will be an issue, I guess. I mean, we're not stopping on this runway. We're only doing a touch and go. But this could be an issue. What's up, Kimbert? Alright, come on. Everyone's coming in for a landing. Let's see who makes it, as I've already said here. Alright. We just had a little bit of a lag. It's gone now. Alright. We're only doing a touch and go here, and that person in front of me has done a very bad landing. Come on. Alright, perfect landing there, I think. Let's go ahead and... Come on. Get up again. Alright, we have done a touch and go in our A320, and someone has donated Norwegian crowns again. Where are you flying? I'm from Norway. We are flying up in the north, apparently. No, we're flying to Værøy Airport. We're flying to Værøy Airport indeed. And I'm sorry if there was a little bit of a lag on that landing here. It's gone now, apparently, according to my computer. And someone's donated 50 Norwegian crowns. What's up? Closest suitable airport for an A320 is ENTC. Enif or Endu, but that's not going to stop you, is it? No, it's not stopping me, apparently. We've just managed to kind of touch down our A320 here at this airport with the code ENLK. I have no idea what the name is, but it's something. And I'm sorry for the lags that are sometimes happening, but I think it should be like... I don't know, the internet here sucks, but, you know, it's working, I guess. Alright then, let's go ahead and return back on track. That was just really a fun touch and go to do. Just put up our landing gear because we haven't done that yet. No, but this was just really a fun touch and go, everybody. And actually, we're starting to have like Norwegian people coming in. That's nice. That's good. Because we're representing Norway today. I don't have the SAS livery on, but that's a whole other story, apparently. Okay, we have an interesting livery of this CJ4 that's right next to us, Omen. Oh, and we're flying a little fast. Wait, how's 220 knots at this altitude overspeed? We don't have any flaps out or anything. Why is this overspeed? This is weird. Okay, what's up? Wycliffe Barrett sucks. Alright. Now, where do we know where we go? Where we are going. Because okay, let's just return back to the route. We can actually follow these little islands here. I guess these are little islands. Because that'll actually lead us to our final destination, ENSH, which is Veroy Airport. Alright, perfect. Let's go ahead and level off. Or level out, I mean. Jesus. And strokes. Because the clouds are quite low, I want to stay below them. Because, you know, this is more of a scenic flight as well. You know, we want to visit the country of Norway. The Scandinavian region here. And things are looking good. Alright, what's up? Orwin Mellin is back. NLK Leknes. Oh, Small Stall Airport. Damn, we just landed. I think, yeah. Didn't we? We just landed on A320. Well, we didn't land it properly. We only did a touch and go, but we made a touch and go at a Small Stall Airport. Leknes. Very interesting name. Sounds like Loch Ness in what's that name? Loch Ness in Scotland, but with ordered on Wish. Jesus Christ, I'm having a stroke. And we're flying at a very low altitude. I've just noticed that we're sinking and sinking. We don't want this to turn into another Airbus crash, because I don't have any more control of this plane. Why is that? Come on. Oh, I think. See, that's with the fly-by-wire of the A320. Alright, perfect. Okay then, we're just chilling around. Actually, we're going to be landing very soon as well. We can maybe even, if anyone's here from Norway, we can, you can maybe recommend me some nearby places that are also interesting for planes. So just let me know. Alright then, we're actually pretty damn close though. And this is just crazy here. We have so many people. And the stream is now a little bit more stable, apparently, so that's good. Alright, what's up, Orwin? Usual traffic is -8, Q100. Q100, okay. We had that yesterday with Qantas. They're also flying a lot of Q100s to smaller places that do exist in Australia, of course. So yeah, Q100 is something I should also make a video about, right? The plane that is flying to interesting places, just like a lot of other planes. Okay. Now we're actually already on file. What the hell is this structure there? Jesus Christ. Yeah, see, Microsoft Flight Simulator is sometimes a little weird. And already in the background, we can see these white dots, which are, again, these are, you can find these at pretty much any airport here in the north, because obviously otherwise you wouldn't be able to see them, especially in the winter, because it's always dark up here. Actually, I had to set the sun placement to summer. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to see anything, because it would be dark. Alright, what's up, Noel Kataja? Can you go to Finland? Oh, that's a little bit far away, but we can, you know, I'm probably going to stream every day now, because we have a lot of destinations to check out here in the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. And the next... Alright, everybody. We are back in the live. Let me just tell you what happened. My Wi-Fi completely crashed now. Welcome to Germany. But of course, I still have my phone, which is giving us connection to the internet, which is making the stream work. I hope you guys are back as well. Alright, I can see the chat now again, which is actually why here in the Flight Simulator traffic is not showing up anymore, because we're not online anymore. Maybe that's for the better, because you know, the traffic was a little annoying anyway. But I've paused this flight. We're back on the approach to Veroy Airport, a very short runway for this A320. Probably another stall port. So let's just go ahead and get our A320 landed again. Can we just have a normal stream without internet crashing? What's up, Telecom? T-Mobile, but T-Mobile is telecom, but German. The German brand of it. And it's pretty much the only good carrier that there is, but it's not good either. Everything sucks here. Internet just sucks here, which is why Germany sucks. And I would have, if I was in Switzerland and streaming actually, then we would have proper connections. I would probably be able to stream in 4K, because we have proper. What's the word again? Fiberglass connection there. You don't have that in Germany because that's only a luxury item, I guess. Your final destination is actually called Svolvær Airport. Might I recommend ENSK Skagen? I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna definitely check it out. Thank you for the 550 Norwegian crowns. Alright then, we are coming in for a landing. I guess. I hope. Now we are. Let's go ahead and get everything ready on this plane. Skagen Airport is... I'm gonna remember that. Let me know if there's any lag, because otherwise I'll not be able to know. Alright then, let's go ahead. Alright, as you can see, the right runway lights are here. What's up, Swiss Franks? Idviso. Are you from Switzerland? Yeah, I do have a Swiss passport. I'm gonna stick to English now because there are so many. Oh shit. I have a Swiss passport, but I also have a German one. I'm always switching between the countries. That's the motto, and we're dying probably. So yeah, in a way. Let's go ahead. Okay, there we go. We're coming in very low, but that's very important for this kind of short runway. 2,000 somewhat feet. Very short indeed. Let's go ahead. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay, alright. Okay. Don't cry, a320. You need this. We need this. Just stop. Alright then. That's been a stop. A very, very bad landing. I'm so sorry. With the whole runway being just plain white, it's so hard to see when you're actually going to touch down, right? And why are there so many people posting Chinese digits? Do we have some mods in here to remove? Because I don't know what they're saying. I don't want them to crash my stream, right? Or do we have to actually do it manually here? Okay. Okay, I've blocked them. Please don't post any... I don't know, this is not... What the hell is this? Is my stream getting hacked or something? You can see it in the chat as well, obviously. I need to remove these. Come on, I've removed them thousands of times. What's up? Can you land at Zurich? Oh, that's something that we're going to do, definitely. Because Zurich has a very, very, very interesting structure. When it comes to approach, you have to even, I think... have a license for Zurich Airport to land at that airport. So we're definitely going to go there in another stream flying in Switzerland, because it has a very interesting approach indeed. We're going to check that out as well. Let's go ahead and fly somewhere else. What's up? Some more Canadian. What's up? 2 Canadian bucks. Hey Swiss, was that bank angle normal? No. Whatever bank angle I always do here in the streams, they are not normal. This is not how an A320 normally is flown by pilots. What's up, oh man, the human? You're back again. Did you look at the jet? Ah, yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Definitely. I need video ideas, guys. Thank you. I got it in memory. Was it? Oh, or was it the Italian plane that I've already checked out in the video? I think I have. It's the Airmachi or whatever it's called. Alright then, we're off to another start to another airport, Skagen, or something, which is here, I guess, ENSK? Was it this one? A message to that one Norwegian guy. I think it is this one. Let's go ahead and set off to a flight from this short runway, and luckily, since we are, we're not a multiplayer anymore, we don't have online connection because my internet sucks, we can go ahead and enjoy freedom. Why are they all spamming Chinese digits here? I'm going to have to block them all. Holy moly. I think my stream is getting hacked or something. I'm scared. Jesus Christ. Also, you need stream mods to deal with the spammers. Yeah, I do. And what's up with all these? Let's go ahead and set off first, though. Full power, static takeoff, toga, and everything. And I think I've gotten rid of it. Hey, first donations. First donation, 50 PHP. I think that's Philippines, right? Can you let that Naya? I'm gonna check it out. We're gonna fly through the world in all these streams, definitely. What's with these Chinese digits? I'm kind of scared. China. I mean, YouTube is even blocked in China, isn't it? We have to. Actually, I'm gonna block all these people that are. Yeah, Alex, we have to all ban them. What's up, her pignets? I'm gonna all ban them actually from the stream. I'm strict on this one. I'm gonna ban them permanently. Everyone who's streaming them, putting them here, and we're cleaning them out. Here we go. That's cleansed. That's fine. Alright then. Let's go ahead and then... You should do a video of making emergency landings. I've done that countless of times. Jesus. But we're going to probably do that in live stream maybe. What's up, Oman the Human? I think there's a way to turn member-only chat, which would fix it. Yeah, but that's a little... We don't want, member-only chat. That's a little... we don't want that, right? Okay. Let's go ahead and get our A320 finally out of here, because we're just busy with the chats all the time. I think it's now a little clean. It's clean now. Perfect. Let's go ahead and fly off, and we're already at 100% power. I'm scared. 100 knots, 120. This is going to get close to an overrun. Alright, we hit the tail on this takeoff there, but this was the only way to properly take off, right? Okay, we have to just head towards the north in order to fly to Skagen Airport, the airport that was recommended by that one Norwegian viewer who also donated. Thank you so much for the Norwegian crowns. I'm very proud to say that. Let's go ahead then and fly further. This is actually so interesting. This is a place that after COVID-19 goes away, I would actually fly to in real life. Maybe do some vlogging and especially do some live streaming, like IRL streaming. I'm looking for that as well, like IRL spotting streams. That's something that's also an option for the future, definitely. So yeah, let's do that. Overspeed. Alright, we have overspeed. Overspeed. Seems legit. Overspeed. Which is a little weird, because we're at 120 knots. That's no way overspeed. Can you say eye cancer one time? What's up, eye cancer? Yeah, oh. Alright, we're just managing to continue to fly this plane. That's good. Play Roblox again? No way. Alright, fine. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. See, with this fly-by-wire, it's a little weird to fly this plane, to be quite honest, when you're just coming back from flying planes that will let you do whatever you want to do. Okay, this is Skagen Airport. The airport that was recommended by that one Norwegian guy, and well, I can already tell this is a short runway. With some more Chinese digits, which we're gonna just block out, and then they'll never be able to post again. What do they actually say? Has anyone ever tried to put that into Google Translate? What's up, Thief Gizzy? Thanks for bringing me to aviation. And you're now actually doing a glider pilot's license. That's nice. Where are you doing it? Which airport? Land at Vagar Airport. See, Vagar Airport would be another destination for the stream, but that's actually, you cannot go to Vagar Airport. It's not implemented into the flight simulator because, it's obviously a long closed airport. Some more Chinese digits which we'll have to remove. I'm not quite sure. I don't want to have like hacking going on, to put it this way. So how is quarantine or COVID-19 in general going for you? I hate that the barbers are closed now. It really sucks. We have some more 20 Norwegian crowns. You should go to Tromsø. How far is that away from Værøy, which we're at right now? I don't know where Tromsø is. Is it this one? Is that Tromsø? Enbo? Or no, that's Bergen, probably. Or something. Give me an airport code, because we're only able to see airport codes here, unfortunately. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So yeah. How are we doing? Okay, we're already very close to Skagen Airport. I think we can already come in for an approach. Maybe we can already see the runway. Or not. Where is it? We cannot see it just yet, right? Yeah. We have to fly past this little island here to actually see it properly. And it's so interesting to see that there are actual houses here, at least here in the flight simulator, as you can tell. And there's actually villages here. As you can see, there's a little bit of a town here. You're my favorite. What's up, Daniel James? There's a little town here. What's up, TOS? It's further north. Okay. MPC me. I'm gonna check it out. This is a little town here. So interesting to see. Like, there's no airport here. No way. But there's still towns. Isn't that interesting? Let's check it out. Tromsø. Is that all the way up here? Is that Enen? Or is that up here? TRO. I think that's Tromsø. That's a little far away, isn't it? Is that TNTC? ENTC, I mean? ENTC. Yep, that's Tromsø. Okay. We can check that out. Maybe that's a little bit of a long flight. Yeah. But before we talk anything else, let's go ahead and get our plane landed first at our good old ENSK, Skagen Airport. Alright, we can already see the runway lights, and that was my mouse. No worries at all. Let's go ahead and get down. $5 Canadian. That looks Scandinavian airports. Can you do some of my hometown airport? Probably in Canada. Like RKSI or RKSS. I wonder how Microsoft implemented it in my hometown game. I'm gonna do that, definitely. What's up, David Norstrand? Thank you for becoming a member, and I'm having strokes. Alright, everything's good. Now, as I've already said, we're coming in for Skagen Airport. See, we're just doing like airport hopping at this point. Alright. Alright, what's up? Fifth Gizzy. Hütten. Okay. I'm gonna see. We're gonna do a Germany tour. Gonna fly to Hütten. In another live stream, we can fly to a lot of places. That's cool. So it's nice that you're all giving me suggestions. I'm gonna definitely. I have them all here noted. Hey, what's up, DIY Kings? So we're all gonna check out all these interesting places all around the world. Let's go ahead. Luckily now the stream is kind of stable when I'm actually using my phone. Obviously that's better than Wi-Fi connection. Am I right? Alright then, runway lights as you can see, but again, a snowy runway, a runway with snow on it, to put it that way. Not particularly good. Alright then, let's go ahead. Oh Jesus. Alright, I would be up today for another experiment. Maybe we tried this the day before yesterday, right? Where we let the AI fly to some place actually in the Caribbean to another place in the Caribbean, some island hopping, done by AI, which is something that did not work out at all. By the way, what's up, someone 751? That did not work out at all. The plane crashed into mountains. Maybe we can give it another chance. If you guys want to see the AI fly from this place to maybe another place that you guys suggest here in the Norwegian region here, we could probably do that. And the multiplayer is back. The Wi-Fi is back. That is good. See, welcome to Swiss Wizard 1 streams. Again, tell me when they're stream, but I think it should be somewhat stable now. Alright, perfect. What's up, Brandon Tan? Fly to Singapore. Sure. Oh my god, nope. I have no control of this plane. I hate this. Yeah, sometimes the plane will just do what it wants to do and not do what I want it to do. What's up? What is their server? Can I fly beside you? I have no idea what the server is in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Okay, we've properly stopped this plane. I've gotten a message from Google. I hope I'm not banned from YouTube. I'm not. Good. Yeah, you know, it's always that ding sound from Google that comes up when I get a notification from Google, a mail. We don't want the channel to be deleted. But what are you guys saying with lag? It seems totally fine with me. I guess they're playing. I guess they're playing here with again. Yeah, no lag here. You guys are playing. Now let's go ahead and go to the gate. Maybe load off our passengers, then plan another flight and let the AI do that entire flight. You guys, if anyone here is from Norway, you guys suggest, or any other location, you guys suggest another location that's nearby where we can let the AI land at. Maybe some interesting airports here. That's been a crash into the terminal building. That's a whole other story. Is the camera delayed? No, it's not delayed. You guys are playing again. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's go and put the parking brake and all that on here and put the engines off simply. That's totally how to shut down this plane, right? Let's put the APU off. Oh, we're already done with the flight. Okay, total time of flight 28 minutes. That's good, I guess. I would recommend you'd fly to Vilnius. That is in next to Italy, right? No. Vilnius. This is now a geography quiz, right? Vilnius is, I know the country. It's a very nice country. Slovenia. You guys let me know. Slovenia. Meanwhile, we are going to go to... What's the airport called again that we were just... fly to Corfu Island. We're definitely going to check Greece out. So much. Alright. Let's go ahead and fly then. Let the AI fly from Skagen Airport, which we just landed at, by the way. To... Where could we go? What's up? Can you land in Bergen? Bergen, BGO. BGO, where is that? Is that up here or is that below? Alazin. Orland. Vernus. BGO, where's Bergen? BGO. Fresent Bergen? Well, that's a little far away, honestly. How long is that route? That's a little far away. 500 nautical. Wow, Norway is huge, dude. That's a little far away. We want to stay up north here. What's this airport? Evenes. Has an interesting 9,000 feet of runway. Maybe we can visit another bigger airport to make this a little bit easier for the autopilot. No, we're not gonna make it easy. What's up, Jan Dolays from Czechia? What is this? Frumis. How long is this runway now? 2,900 feet. Seems perfect for our AI. 53 nautical miles. Seems perfect for our AI as well. Let's just go ahead and spawn in. Let the AI do the job. Or something. This is not going to work out at all. We all know that, right? Alright then. Meanwhile, it's important to hydrate. Can you land at Vernus? Yeah, it's a little far away as well. That's like a proper flight, an hour flight, like from London to Frankfurt. I didn't know that Norway was this huge, actually. I totally underestimated it. Alright. A lot of people are saying Philippines. We're going to check out East Asia, definitely. Oh, very bad weather here. This is now actually synced to live weather. Maybe we can stick with live weather. Okay, let the AI flew the harsh weather of Norway. I was almost going to say New Zealand. But we did not spawn to the gate. We spawned on the runway for some reason. We're going to change that and let the AI fly the plane. And alright, what's our airport again? It's Skagen Airport. Parking. We're going to spawn from parking to this airport here, which is called Frumis or something. Go ahead and select ramp 1 as our arrival point and do this properly now. What's up, Czech Crowns? What's up, Jan? Or Jan? Yandoles? Nice stream. Thank you so much. Alright. Let's go ahead and get our AI loaded up and let it fly for the hard conditions of Norway. Visit Maldives. Yes, we're going to do some more island hopping in the future, of course. Gothenburg. We're going to fly to Sweden anyway. I'm going to do 365 streams this year. Well, I mean, yeah, every day, basically. Sorry there, microphone. So yeah, that's what we're doing. It's the camera delayed. It shouldn't be delayed. So yeah, that's what we're doing. It's not delayed. You guys are messing again. Finland! Of course, Finland. What's up, RNJ? Thank you. We're going to do that later on as well. Toby Cook. It's me, Vinny. Oh, what's up? Me and Vinny. What's up, JFK? Are you guys watching the stream? And I'm not having strokes again. Sorry. Now we are spawned in to and the stream snipers is just crazy. Let's just go ahead and while we're talking, let's just set the AI. Come on. There we go. AI controls aircraft, and he's pushing back on its own. You guys play some Harry Potter music. This is not how it works. Norway has the world's longest coastline. I thought it was like Chile or something, but no, wait, Norway. That's interesting. So what is the AI doing now? It's pushing back, apparently. And it's actually above the runway now. It's entering the runway illegally. It's not allowed to do that before actually getting the engine started or anything. But we're going to let the AI fly out of here, because obviously this is only VFR flying here at these airports, I guess. And this is definitely no VFR conditions, but the AI does not need VFR conditions, right? It can fly in any weather. It doesn't have eyes. It just uses procedures and estimations and all that stuff, so it doesn't care about the harsh weather that you can find here at Norway. So let's just go ahead and, well, the airplane is starting itself up. Starting with engine number 1, something I have never seen before. I think you always start with number two, right? Well, the AI just, it makes its own rules, so we don't really care. So yeah, this is only a 50 nautical mile flight, 11 minutes. Should be totally doable, right? Yeah. We're definitely going to go to Greece as well, no problem. But America is definitely on the list. America is on the list. Afghanistan. We can visit some interesting places like Afghanistan as well. I've never flown there, and I've never had the idea to fly there. Let's go there as well. Let's maybe also go to like dangerous places that are like naturally dangerous, like Chernobyl or something. That would be an idea, because there is an airport pretty nearby, or we can land in the sea with an actual seaplane. We can do anything in the future streams that are coming every day. Now, what is up about this car? He's also, or it is also, controlled by AI. And I don't know what it's doing. A lot of people are spectating now what the AI is doing. 1,300 people on the stream, and a lot of people on the runway. And I guess the plane is now pushing back on its own again. Which is, I don't know. I don't think that the A320 has reverse gear or anything. Maybe the sound is a little loud here. Here we go. But yeah, that's a whole nother story. Things are good. Visit Chennai. We're gonna go to a lot of Asian countries. Maybe go to Africa as well. Anywhere. I'm always up for stuff. And I think we're always analyzing what the AI is thinking, what it's doing right now, because we obviously can see what it's doing. I think it is now planning on taking off. It is backtracking, using the whole runway, which is the proper way to do it on this short runway, very short runway. We're going to have to see whether the AI or the A320 is going to be able to fly here, right? Okay, what is it doing now? It's stuck on the runway. What is it thinking? It probably is thinking of taking off right now. Even though it's not doing that. Hi from Sri Lanka, what's up? Or fly to Sri Lanka, what's up, George? George Jeb. We're gonna check out Sri Lanka, of course. Let's go. Come on. A320 AI. It's putting in some engine power, more and more. Oh, it is turning. It is planning on taking off right now. I would have actually gone for the whole runway in this kind of jet, but it is actually turning for the runway heading, and then we'll probably go for a takeoff. I guess. I don't know what's going to happen, but we have a lot of stream snipers here, and some big planes again. A330, what's that doing here? There's no A330 in this game. In this sim, I mean. Alright then, A320 is taking off. Alright. 44%. I need full power now. Full power, come on. Full power. What's up, oh man the human? Please use the jet. Which jet? What? What do you mean by that? Come on. We need full power. You're wasting runway, dude. You're wasting runway. Oh. You are wasting runway, dude. Okay, he's now idling, which means he's gonna go for a toga takeoff now. There we go. Engine degree it's increasing to 100%. Let's see how this takeoff is gonna go. Please make this a successful one. We don't want to die. Okay, 100% toga still. 70 knots. We're gonna need at least 120 knots for this takeoff. Please do it properly. 90. Come on. Oh no, no, he's given up. He's given up. Reverse thrust. He's stopping. He's stopping. He has stopped. The trainer. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. But I know I've already checked it out. It's the Italian plane, right? I've used it in a video. Okay, so what is your intention now? Should we help this plane out and get it out of here? Because it's clearly confused here. Okay, we're gonna get it out of here and then turn the AI on, because this is clearly not working. This is such an interesting experiment. It really is completely confused. It does not know what it's doing. This is not artificial intelligence. I've said this before. This is not artificial intelligence, but this is artificial dumbness. Jesus Christ. Alright then. Let's go ahead and fly off, and then let the AI manage the controls, hand it over, and let it land. That's the most important thing. Alright. Planes at Toga. Let's disengage the parking brake, which the AI has turned on for some reason. We have some severe winds here in Norway. Let's go ahead and put the windshield wipers on. Of course, that's needed. Oh man, the human. Wait, which video? It's probably an add-on video. I mentioned it. Add-on video where I checked out add-ons, and we're rolling off the runway. Come on. 100 knots, 110 knots, 120 knots. Soon we can rotate, which has worked. Alright, rotation has gone fine. Let's go ahead then and fly off into the clouds. I don't like this. Flying VFR into clouds. I have no idea where we are, which attitude we have. It can happen that we're going to completely crash now, since I have no idea which way we are flying. I'm just gonna have to trust my instruments for now. This is the most illegal thing I've ever done in the flight simulator, apart from flying huge planes to small runways that do not even certify those planes. Okay. Now I guess we're gonna have to turn left a little bit more. Let's make it a little easier for the AI and bring it out of this mess here, I guess. Get it onto the magenta line. Now, this is a little bit of a bank angle. Again, I have no idea what our attitude is. Our bank angle. That's the problem that we have often with flying VFR into IMC. Instrument metrical, no, meteorical conditions, right? Okay. Fine. Okay, I think we have stable flight now. What's up, Tejin 002? Let's go ahead then, and go ahead. Press AI, turn that stuff on. And let's not crash this plane. Am I right? Am I right? 800 feet? I can already see the ocean, even though we have very bad conditions. This should not happen, dude. Okay, he's just following along the flight plan now. Again, I've established, again, AI is masculine, which is why I'm gonna say he. Ow. That's not what to do with glass bottles. You're not supposed to be doing when you're drinking out of glass bottles. Alright, see, letting the AI fly the plane is the most easiest thing that I've ever done. Oh, 747 just passed us. See, you don't have to do anything. You can just sit back and relax. Just kidding, I'm back. Oh my god. Okay, the Chinese digits or whatever it is are back again. We're gonna probably block them. We need to ban Chinese. It's not about the Chinese guy. Alright. As you can see right here, the clouds are pretty low. 3,000 feet. And I don't know what the plane is. Oh, what the hell is wrong with the... Uh-oh. Well, uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's the probe, right? We have to turn on probe heat right now. I hope that the AI is going to let us do that. It's turned on all the anti-ice. Come on, we're going to build ice here, right? Has there already been some ice built here? Oh, yeah, there is ice already on the plane. That is not good. You're about to crash, dude. Okay, you know what? Let's just have the AI crash itself by turning off the ice again. That's really stupid. You're flying in winter condition. It is right now. How cold is it? You cannot see that because Microsoft Flight Simulator won't show us that, right? Oh no, it's minus 6 degrees or something. As you can see, ice is building on our plane. More and more ice is coming. This is going to be interesting. How is the AI going to handle that? Well, it's not going to handle it at all, right? It's going to just crash. And we're going to lose control. We're going to fly and spin out with the AI on the controls. That's going to be fun, right? Oh my god. Alright, so all the other players are also building ice here. You should turn on the anti-ice, otherwise you will die. Just like you will see, we're gonna die in a second. Okay. I don't know what the AI... I literally, before taking off, I turned on anti-ice, and it's turned it off. Intentionally. It's not like I turned it off or something. It was turned off here by the AI. So that is definitely a sign that it's super stupid. Dude, like, Jesus. Batteries are turned off. The AI is definitely so dumb. Jesus Christ. Alright. But it's out of the clouds now, meaning that it will not build that much ice anymore. But once we actually enter the soup again, as I like to call it, when we fly into... and the cloud's always called soup. What's up, old man the human? If you need a mod, I'm down to help. Maybe you'll notice me in chat more. Yeah, I'm gonna hire some mods. You can check out my Discord. All right, we're flying into the soup again, into the clouds, meaning that we'll build ice on our wings, which we'll not be able to get rid of. Well, it's only gonna get more ice, by the way, since we're obviously it's so cold outside that we're only gonna build more and more ice. AI is stupid. But I'm totally into it. I don't even know. It totally does not know which speed it is at, of course, because the probe is blocked by ice. This is so dumb. Alright, I'm so excited. I'm so looking forward to the plane crashing itself. Alright, we have another donation. There we go. $5 Canadian. If we set difficulty as easy, then ice just for visual, and it will not crash the plane. I've set it to difficult. How can I set it here? MISC? Flight model? Modern. Realistic? I think that's good. I think that's the realistic. I don't have it set to easy. As you can see, it's already affecting the eyes. It's already affecting our instruments. I think it's also not only affecting the speed indicator, it's also messing with the altitude indicator. I don't know if it's here in this plane as well, but I think it is. Once the probe is messed up, then everything messes up pretty much when it comes to instruments. It's so important for instruments. But yeah, this is a mess. Now, what is this airport here? Enev. I think I've already flown there. I know this airport, right? Enev. What is that again? Enev. Let me know. What is Enev? What is Enev, dude? Come on, let me know. I need answers. Come on. Enev. Yeah. Welcome to Swiss 001. Narvik. Or Harstad Narvik. I think I've flown there in a video or something. Or have I just... This is actually... No, this is the airport that had 9,000 feet long runway. That was a weird sentence. 9,000 feet long runway, which is actually totally doable in any plane, really. You can even fly the N900 here. But that's obviously boring. We're gonna obviously have to let the AI fly to the most dangerous, most difficult places. That's totally our goal for today. Now, we're just flying along quite nicely. This will be our last leg for today, I guess, or something. I'm just gonna say, I'm just not gonna help out today. I'm just gonna actually what I'm gonna do, alright? I'm going to disconnect my joystick. The AI has got to bring the plane down. Here's my joystick. I hope you can see it. Yeah, you can perfectly see it on camera. Here's the plug for it. Alright, that's done. That's gone. Twin 789er, what's up? Greetings from Spain. Alright, and I'm also even, for the sakes of it, for the principle, here is the X-52 disconnected. Now it's really in the hands of the AI to get this plane down. And what's the AI doing with the engines? Okay, as you can see, the AI... Okay, I can see now. The ice is obviously affecting the aerodynamics in the way that it's making the plane a lot heavier, obviously. A lot less efficient. Which is why it needs a lot more power than usual. As you can see, the engines are running at Toga 100%, even here in the red area, because there's so much ice here. Meaning that the plane is struggling. And I'm actually going to make it hard. I think once we turn the wipers completely off, then the windshields are going to freeze as well, right? That's good. This plane is totally dying right now, and the AI is not thinking about fixing it. Alright, whatever, my joystick is gone. I'm going to place it on the ground. It's down here, just for the solidarity of it. You guys are weird. What is that traffic? That's the multiplayer. A lot of stream snipers that are somewhat flying through the clouds right now, and somewhat doing. I'm leading the pack. Yeah, welcome to Swiss 1. Now our destination is very much nearby. We're supposed to be landing now. We are supposed to be landing, dude, AI. Our airport is literally below. It's down here. ENNK. We're literally over there. You can even see we have the airport inside here. Okay. Well, again, it's in your hands. Okay. This is actually a little interesting. I've never done that before. Really let the AI do whatever it thinks it's good to do. Okay. The only thing I can see now doing is turning the engines off. Okay. Now it has to deal with a proper emergency. We have ice on the plane. I've turned on the engines. Because otherwise we won't have to. Otherwise we will not have any action here, do we? All right, we can maybe turn the fire on so that the engine really dies. Okay, that's not. How is that inoperative? In the flight simulator? Come on. Yeah. God damn it. Alright, turn that off. Turn the engine pumps off. Because I'm pretty sure that the AI has no idea what these complex systems here are. So it's not going to be able to put the engines back up. Meaning the plane is going to eventually crash. Now the AI has to handle it. Which is not going to happen, is it? Oh. Okay, I kind of feel bad now. Maybe let's help it out a little bit. This is so weird. How is the AI so damn dumb? Holy moly. Wasn't there like a whole company responsible for the AI of this flight simulator? Alright, let's go ahead and put the engines back up because the AI is clearly not able to do that properly. Let's go ahead and do perform an air start, which is perfectly working. Actually, since I'm a genius, I have never flown this plane before properly. Now what I do want to see though is actually fly this plane. Well, actually, I want to see this plane go through severe icing. Come on, we need some more icing here. Turn off live weather. Let's go ahead and get some rain here. No, snow is even better. Snow, severe icing, aerosol density, precipitation, lightning, temperature, minus 5 degrees. That's perfect. Get the altitude of the clouds very low. We have very low clouds. Meaning that our plane is going to get some icing very quickly. Because otherwise we'll not be able to crash our AI, right? Because I don't know what it's doing. It's probably doing something. We're going to have to wait and see. Because, I mean, we're eventually going to run out of fuel as well. What is the plane thinking now? What is the AI thinking now? Fuel. Let's go ahead and get some fuel here out so that we eventually have to crash, right? There we go. 14% of the fuel. See, I'm really pushing this now. We have 2% of fuel actually. And we're running at 100% power. Oh my god, mountains. The AI is so damn stupid. We're about to crash into mountains, right? Alright, this is actually an interesting thing. Where is it flying now, though? What the hell? This plane is so severely dumb and it won't crash. Just crash, dude. Okay, something we can do is actually we can jump to the approach, the final approach to the airport. We're gonna let the plane do the final approach to the airport because it's not doing that on its own. All right, now we're loading into the approach. We're just gonna have to see if the plane is able to land itself here at this airport, which is not gonna happen, is it? Oh man. Well, the AI of X-Plane is a lot better. We can check that out in another video maybe as well, but this is really bad. Okay. Now we're back with severe icing. Alright then. Let's help this plane out a little bit by turning on the anti-icing, which is right here. Probe. Okay. Okay. Now we have instruments back. Everything is back at the moment. I think the plane is now actually seriously coming in for a landing. I do want to see that happening on a pretty short runway like this. Where's the airport? I think, is it down here? Maybe it's down here. We can already see the lights of it. Because we're very close to it. Probably what the plane is going to do is going to do some 360s turns for this approach. This is going to be interesting. We're just going to sit back, relax. Again, I have turned off the X52, the joystick. It's disconnected. The plane is going to really have to get this plane down now, itself down now, right? There's no other choice. It's really in the hands of the aircraft. Now I think I've gotten mostly rid of the ice. Oh, there's some ice in the engines as well. That's not good. Oh damn. But yeah, it's flying at a low speed. What is it doing? It's got some procedures for sure, like implemented into itself. I don't know. All right. This is now a little bit more relaxed, I feel. We are right above the airport. I don't know what kind of procedure is that. What's up, DIY Kings? How'd you get a RTX 3080? I paid a lot of money on eBay. What's up, the weird man? I paid a lot of money on eBay actually for it. It's way too much, the 3080, but I had to get it because my 2870 broke. So it was my only option to get to continue recording videos. So yeah, I broke everything this year. I broke my laptop twice. Then I broke my phone twice, and then the PC broke itself. Okay, what the plane is, I don't know what's doing right now because there's mountains. Oh, it's gonna crash. We're still flying. Not anymore. Okay, what we can do is maybe jump to the final approach, because there's also a final... Oh, alright, the AI is convinced that we're already done with taxiing. Holy Jesus Christ. What does that sound now? Microwave from McDonald's. Landing gear not... Oh, down. Fuel low. Alright, then I have another idea. Let's just jump into just the final approach of this airport. And see if the AI is able to handle that as well. That is so damn embarrassing for the AI that it's just crashed itself. Oh my goodness. Alright. Well, we have this bigger airport here as well, Evanes. With, again, a 9,000 feet long runway. Let's go ahead and jump to that one and let the AI land itself there. Let's just come in here. Fly. Because otherwise, I don't know. Let's give it a little bit of an easier challenge before we end. And let's just see here. Because this really sucks, honestly. I'm glad that we now have actual stable stream connection, and I think, you know, throughout all the streams I've established some stuff. You know, donations are showing up on the screen perfectly fine, and that's all cool. That's new. Alright then, let's go ahead. AI is turned on now. Again, I have no joystick connected. So the AI is literally the only entity, the only thing that can bring this plane down. And, well, we're back with icing. So embarrassing. Jesus Christ. What's up, Jagoob? He's back. Alright, anti-eyes, turn that all on, because otherwise, well, the AI is not going to be able to handle this, alright? Okay. Yep, Jagoob. Alright. This is just crazy. Alright, again, it's time to sit back and relax. Maybe the AI is able to land on a normal airport, which is actually large. This is a 9,000 feet long runway. Probably has ILS as well. With the... the AI is actually tuned to the ILS. Okay. ILS is tuned. Now we actually don't need the AI to get this plane landed, because we could just use, I think, autopilot to get this plane auto-landed, but that would be boring. The AI is actually, it's not going to use auto-land, it's going to hand-fly. There's an AI hand-flying the aircraft, which, as you could probably see before it did not work perfectly well. Oh, that was an A320 that just struck us. Jesus, that was a lag. We're going to let the AI hand fly the aircraft down with the ILS. Well, it's not using ILS. We were the one that had to turn on the ILS. This is just a stupid thing. But let's just go ahead and see. The airplane is actually descending fine. It's alright on the glide slope and on the center line as well. So maybe we can look out for a successful landing here. Maybe to make this a little bit more interesting, let's go ahead and put down the anti-ice here. Since we're at it. There you go. Ice is starting to build up. And what is below us? Is that ocean or is that actual Norway? Yeah, that is not ocean. That is land. There's actually a highway here. What's up, Bryce Kling? Good luck on the landing. Well, I'm not the one that needs luck. It's the AI. Well, basically, we all need luck in order to survive in this flight simulator. Again, I have not turned on... Well, I have no joystick here. I cannot take over in case of an emergency. This is doing a solo flight. And there's an A320 ahead of us. A lot of people are ahead of us, actually. 3,000. The British... whatever, Airbus GPWS sounds are coming in. Or what is that sound? That's the ILS sound. Yeah, that's ILS. Which probably means that you're at like 1 nautical mile before landing or something. Okay. Well, I can see Norway. It stopped snowing. Apparently, we're back in the summer. Alright then. 100. 500, I mean. Oh. We just gotten struck. Oh. There's a runway. A runway is coming up, everybody. There is a runway. Let's watch this from the outside perspective. And totally iced out. With diamonds and all of that stuff. Totally iced out Airbus A320. This is unbelievable. Alright then, let's just see what this plane can do for us. Alright then. Expectations are high. Retard. Alright, a landing. Very much left to the center line. But the plane is stopped. It's stopping right now. Was that a butter landing? You guys rate this landing. You guys rate whether this was a butter landing or not. Justin's Airbus. Yeah, not butter. 5 out of 10 landing in general and in total. But this is really a large airport, isn't it? This is not small. Good for an A320 auto AI. Yeah, a lot of people are saying 5 out of 10. Now, what is the AI doing now? That's another interesting part, the taxiing part. Because it really does not know what it's doing at all, is it? Probably it's confused with all the traffic right now. In no way it's that smart that it actually scans all the traffic and all that stuff. There's no way, right? Okay, it's turning left, not properly following the taxi line, but that's another story. I don't know what this is doing. Alright. There we go. We have actually managed to land. So, yeah, this is the stream for today. I guess we're gonna do another one. Just give me suggestions where we should fly tomorrow. I'm suggesting Florida. We're finally flying in the US. Florida is good. Island hopping somewhat. Maybe Key West. In a big plane. 747-8. That is my goal for tomorrow's stream. So I hope I'm going to use X-Plane because that's a lot better. Well, yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow in the stream. As always, good night, I guess. Yep.